It's a labor of love. I really believe in entrepreneurship. National Black Business Month. Entrepreneurship changes lives, right? And so if we're able to get more people positioned for success in business, how could we not see a culture that's just a little bit better?
Oh, it's a lot better.
Right.
I see us a lot better, especially at Black Brand. I mean, it's love. It's all love.
This is Blair Durham with Black Wall Street Today, your media hub for all things Black business and related news, strategy, and events.
Welcome to this edition of Black Wall Street Today with Blair Durham. I'm excited about today's show. One of the things that we talk about is the climb team. If you've been listening to this show for a while, you've heard me say, if you are in business, you need a climb team. You need a CPA, a lawyer, an insurance person, a marketing person, as well as a banker. This conversation is with the very first member of that team, the CPA. And she is more than that. She's going to talk to us about all the things that she does. Today, we are engaging with Bree Smith. She is the CEO of BD Smith Financial Services. She is a CPA and a wealth strategist that helps small business owners and high-income earners build and manage their wealth through effective financial planning. With over 7 years of experience managing finances for high earners, Bree inspires clients to build legacies, achieve dream goals, and end generational poverty. Don't we all want to do that? Her mission is to help millions of families become wealthy and able to leave an inheritance for multiple generations. I love that. I mean, I'm pretty sure the Bible says a good man, a wise man, leaves an inheritance for his children's children. So welcome to the show, Bree. We're delighted to have you. How are you?
Yes, I'm great. And it does say that Proverbs 13:22.
See that? We got
That's the vision for my business.
Come on, let's go. And we do need assistance to get there. It's not something that just happens.
It doesn't.
You know, you ain't gonna put money in savings every month and then think you're gonna somehow.
No.
It's a bit more strategic than that.
A lot more.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited to have the conversation. Yes. I'd love to start, if we could, by talking about your signature program, the Financial Freedom Plan. Talk to us about that. How are you helping folks?
So I love the Financial Freedom Plan. So it actually helps my clients to go through a process of actually getting their finance together step by step. So a lot of financial plans that people do with advisors, it's only focusing on the investment portion because that's what they get commission off of. However, I like to teach my clients how to manage their money for themselves so that their children can be a great steward of that inheritance that we were talking about. So we start off with first getting crystal clear on our goals. I want to know what it is that makes you excited when you get up in the morning, that will make you stop dreading Mondays and instead be like, I can't wait to start today.
Right. Instead of I have to go, I get to go.
Yes.
Right?
Like big energy, just like I love this life that I'm living. So I want my clients to go from dreading and just surviving to thriving. And that just has to do also with mood. It's not just about how much money you're making all the time. There are people that are making multiple six figures and they are miserable. That's not the kind of life I want. That's just surviving. So I look at what is your dream goals? What is it that you want to do in this world? What kind of legacy do you want to leave? And what kind of legacy do you want to live? Because your children are watching you. So whatever you're doing, they're going to do. So if you're a workaholic, you're burning the midnight oil, you never have time for them, you're just busy, that's what you prioritize, they're going to think that's what they're supposed to do when they grow up. Our kids learn from what we do, not what we say. So what is your goals? And so that we get crystal clear on those, and then we learn how to manage our money. I'm talking about budgeting. We're going back to basics. I don't care how much money you're making. If no one ever taught you how to manage it, a lot of times my clients, they may be the first ones in their family to make that kind of money. So they need that help. Like, how do I get control of this, Bree? So we go over budgeting, saving, getting out of debt, and credit repair with integrity. I teach you how to do it yourself. We're not playing whack-a-mole and just trying to dispute everything. You owe those people, we gonna pay those people. And so we go over how to do it strategically, though, and still not pay all that additional interest and fees that are unnecessary. So we still go over strategic ways to do it so that you can keep as much money in your pocket as possible at the end of the day. And then lastly, we're going over investment strategies. And like I said, I don't sell any financial products like advisors. So I'm only recommending what actually works for my clients and is going to bring them success. So I'm looking at investing in yourself as a business. There's unlimited returns you can get when you bet on you. You made millions of dollars for everybody else and their business and their dreams. How much more can you do for yourself? Then we're going to look at investing in real estate. If that's what you are up to, like if you're willing to be an active participant, or if you just got a ton of money sitting around and you can afford to get into some really big deals where you can pay somebody else to be the property manager and the repairman and all of those things that you don't want to do. So we look at what does that look like for you? Will that fit into your financial plan? And then we look into investing in stocks. You can do it yourself. Having your IRAs set up, your 401ks. I work with a lot of small business owners. They don't have anything set up for retirement. So we got to play catch up. But you can put in over $60,000 a year. In some places, even more as a small business owner. So we can play catch up really fast, especially when we're having that unlimited income potential. You know, some people hear like $60,000 a year. That's all they may be making. But there are people that are able to max out these retirement accounts and put in 60 plus. And then they're like, what do I do with the rest, Bree? So we go over how we can strategize and work that into our financial plan as well. And just looking at risk tolerance. How risky are you? Like, are you very conservative? Do you need to be more so in bonds and things like that? Which I don't always recommend, but it's better than nothing. It's better than just a savings account. Or are you able to take on more risk? Are you able to stomach the highs and lows of the stock market? Because as it goes up, it's like everyone's happy. But when it goes down, it's hard to stomach that. It's like, oh, I need to get my money out before I lose it all. And you have to be able to like stomach staying through that. I don't even look at my brokerage account every month. There's no need to. Yeah. I'm not about to take it out. So I don't need to know what the market's doing. Because if I freak out, that's only going to hurt me in the long run.
Let's pause. I'm taking a whole deep breath, and I'm thinking about folks who, you know, the day-to-day of life is overwhelming enough, right? We're dealing with all the things. We've got to deal with our families and our jobs and everything, right? It feels like when we start to have this conversation, we're adding a new dynamic of complexity and stuff that we got to do and think about. Like, how do you set your clients at ease that, you know what, I get that this might be new, but this is something that we can manage. Yes. We're going to manage it together. Like, how do you kind of, like, do you deal with folks who may have a little bit of resistance to some of what you're talking about?
Oh, yes. And so that's why it's 3 months long. So I'm not hitting you with a fire hose. So we do this over the course of 3 months. We have 13 weeks together where we're working hand in hand. We have group meetings and Q&A calls to answer questions. Also, each video is no more than like 10 minutes long because it's for the busy entrepreneur or the busy parent that just, we don't have all day to just be sitting doing this stuff, Bree.
Thinking about our finances.
Yeah, so
might want to go make some money, right?
Just give me 1 to 2 hours a week. That's it. And you can piece it out. Like, do a 10-minute video here, 5-minute video there, and then just do some of your homework. So that then when you come to the Q&A call, that's an hour where we're just chatting. We're just talking, asking questions. And I like to keep it, you know, judgment-free and just, like, loose. Like, I love to have fun, crack a joke. Everything doesn't have to be so serious all the time, but we're going to get through it. So it's not just, you know, some people come to meet with their CPA and they are bored to death. Like, their CPAs are very monotone. They're introverts, so they're not used to talking to people that often. Right. But with me, I love to have fun. So we're going to crack jokes. I get to know everything about my clients. I've had some situations where when I do my one-on-one clients, they may come start off the session crying with me. And that's like, whew, okay. Now that we got the tears out the way, we can dive in.
Because this is emotional. You think about all of the things that we have learned in association with money, most of them are not positive.
Correct.
You know what I mean? And there's been some generational trauma to go along with the generational poverty. So that's why I ask, you know, how do you set folks at ease?
You're listening to the Black Wall Street Today with Blair Durham podcast. I'm the producer, Seiko Varner from Positive Vibes. So we would love for you to do a few things. Like this episode. You're going to like it anyway. Share this episode. It's worth sharing. And tell other people about the podcast. Sharing is caring. Let's all get wealthy.
Great. If you've just tuned in, welcome to Black Wall Street today. It is National Black Business Month. We are celebrating all month long. We are talking with a phenomenal CPA, Bree Smith. She's talking to us about how she helps to set these clients free financially. So I'm really, really excited about the conversation. We were hopping into a piece about mindset, right? Recognizing that some of what we have to overcome is mental.
Definitely.
The programming that we have received just hasn't really been on point. So what are some of the new affirmations, if you will, or even just some of the new thought patterns? Like, how are you helping clients to see, nope, this is possible in spite of kind of what you saw your parents do or the way that you saw them live?
So we start with small wins, but a win in itself is just allowing yourself to dream again. My husband, he grew up completely different from me. He grew up in Portsmouth, and so he didn't have like the best environment to grow up in, and so he's not a dreamer. So he's like, I don't remember the last time I dreamed. I said, that's going to be the last time you say that to me. We dreaming today.
We are dreaming. Going forward, we're dreaming.
Yes, like we can have whatever we dream. So it's just first like just allowing people to let their guards down and let's just dream like a child again. Let's just think about the possibilities because they are limitless and endless. And I think that once we start breaking those chains, that's the beginning. So I start off with mindset. I even have someone that comes in the first week to speak on mindset because they speak on it much better than I do. And so we're going to start with just like, how do we break down those walls that you've built up over the years, those things that have made you think, I cannot do this. I can't make money. I can't manage my money well. Living paycheck to paycheck is a part of life. Student loan debt is a part of life. You're just going to have them just like taxes till you die. These are the things that I've had clients tell me. And it's just like, no, ma'am, no, sir. This does not have to be your situation. This does not have to be your life. And so I think that they also feel good when they see other people that have had those same limiting beliefs and how they've overcome.
Yeah.
And so I think that's what helps them. I mean, I didn't start off with a whole lot. Like, I was a dreamer. I had that. But my mom was a teacher, and she was a single mom of 4. I was a parent.
That's actually where I wanted to go next. When I meet people like Bree who are really, really dialed in and passionate, there's a story that comes along with that in terms of how I decided this is what I'm going to become. So I feel like that's where you're going now. Like, what was it in your journey, your personal journey, that like turned on for you that I'm gonna be a CPA and I'm gonna help people with their finances? Like, what was that?
So seeing my mom struggle and me having to get my clothes after the divorce. Once she got a divorce and became a single mom of 4, I had to save my allowance of $20 every 2 weeks that I got from my grandmother, and then that would be my school clothes. So I would save up until I got $100. I would go to Ross, and I would buy me like 10 to 15 outfits because Ross was a plug. So I paid $3 to $4 for shirts. I paid $7 to $10 for jeans. So these prices nowadays, I'm not used to them.
I was just talking with somebody about like inflation fatigue. That's what I call it. Like, are you kidding me?
Yes.
This same money that we have now, 40 years ago, we really would have been wealthy.
Man.
But yeah.
3 years ago.
3 years ago. It was just 3 years ago.
Like,
it was just 3 years ago.
My chips went up double.
It's wild. It's wild.
It is crazy out here.
It's wild to think about. So yeah. So okay, so the struggle was real.
Yes.
You said, not only am I going to fix this for myself and my family, but I got to help other people.
I have to.
Yeah.
I have to. I look at other single moms. I look at other teachers that are struggling. Like, teachers are shaping America for tomorrow. We all benefit from an educated society, but yet they're paid peanuts. So it's just like, how do we help that teacher? How do we help that single mom or that single dad? Because dads don't get enough credit either. There are single dads out here killing it. And so it's just like, how do we service them? How do we make sure that their life doesn't have to be in shambles and they're not just living paycheck to paycheck and that's what their kids see and then that's what their kids grow up to do? I mean, I've seen Section 8, those tenants, when they went to knock them down here in Norfolk, the parks. Some of these people have been there for decades. Their parents were there, they grew up there, and now they're there. And it's like, wait a minute.
Yes.
Like, this does not need to be life. We're not getting out of the projects. We're not getting out of the parks. Like, we need to move on. So it's like, I want to be able to help stop that generational poverty. I want to help change the trajectory of family trees. That's what I'm here for. And so I feel like that's my God-given purpose and calling. I mean, what does it matter if I do it for just me and my family, if no one else gets there, if everyone else is still struggling, if my people that look like me are still struggling? Like, that's just something that I think about. And I want to help all people, all of God's people. But something about those that look like me that were not educated on this, we don't have always a rich uncle or rich auntie or rich grandparents to teach us anything. And we're trying to set the tone and the mark and change, be the trailblazer in our family. It's like we need help. We need help. Yeah. And I want to be able to give that help. It's not just for me to have and gatekeep.
Love that. Let's talk about... No, we won't go there yet. Let's talk about your challenge, your upcoming challenge. What are you doing publicly to help people with this?
So I'm doing Position to Prosper, and it's going to be starting this week on the 12th. We're going to be diving in how to handle our finances God's way. So that Proverbs 13:22, a good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children, and the wealth of the wicked is stored up for the righteous. I'm really just diving into that. This is my give back. 5 days with me. You get training for free. And you have 5 days of just me pouring out. And I think that's going to be very beneficial for people. So even for those that can't afford my courses or working with me one-on-one, they're going to be able to walk away with something that they can start implementing now in their life. And I think it's going to be so beneficial to them. And I can't wait. I'm excited for it. Like, we're going to dive deep into how biblical principles can blow on it. So okay, I'm excited for that.
Let's talk about how people can engage. Where can they find this content that you're going to be sharing?
So it's on my website, bdsmithfinancial.com/P2P challenge. So it's B as in Bree, D as in David, smithfinancial.com/P, the number 2P challenge.
P2P challenge.
Yep. Position to prosper.
I love that. Thank you for that.
Yes.
5 days, you said?
5 days.
Okay. And so at the end of this 5 days, I will have or be what?
You will be able to manage your money with a lot more ease. We're going to take away the stress around handling our money. That's the end goal. Everyone should walk away with a budget. Everyone should walk away with sound principles that they can implement. What does it mean, seed, sow, harvest? For those that are, God-fearing, like, what do these terms mean? What does it look like practicing this? Is tithing really important? How does that impact my finances? So I'm a God girl, and I just feel like this is the best way to give back, because using biblical principles, I feel like, was the key. I know a lot of financial strategies, but I was like, I wonder what it would look like if I add God into it. And when I did, he was just blowing on my life, and I have not gone without. And I was a single mom at 17. So for me to not go without, never miss a bill or a meal, and over a decade, I mean, God is good, and I want to just give back to him and his people.
Mm-hmm. Dope. I love that. Okay, I want to talk a little bit about real estate. I know that is another passion of yours. I don't know if you want to start just by sharing your story in terms of your first property. I know people are listening thinking, man, this sounds like something I might be able to get into. What's your thoughts there?
I love real estate. I feel like it's the best way to build wealth. And that's because it gave me a 6-figure profit in my 20s. So I bought my first house for my 21st birthday. I would have been 20 when I bought it, but they were playing.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I bought my first house at 21, and I really stumbled across my house. I was just up late at night, Googling, doing like calculators and stuff. And I don't know if everyone else has heard the saying, but you can buy a house and have a mortgage for less than your rent. Mm-hmm. At the time, my rent was $625 a month. So I didn't think that was possible. I was in a 2-bedroom apartment. I had my washer dryer hookup. I thought I was killing the game at $625. Mm-hmm. Then I stumbled across houses, and I said, okay, well, this would be my range and my budget for being able to buy a house. And I found a house, and it was a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath, standalone home. I mean, over 1,500 square feet. So we were winning. It was just me and my daughter at the time. And I was able to get that, and I paid $600 a month. And then it went up over time to $606 a month. That was my mortgage. So I was able to actually have a mortgage that was less than what I was paying in rent. And I've done nothing but own home since. And I sold that house during the pandemic for a 6-figure profit. So I walked away with over $100,000 of tax-free money. And then I was able to use that money to also buy my next property with my husband, which is 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. I mean, I love it. And it allowed us to be able to expand our family because I was not having another baby until I had a bigger house. We already had 3 as a blended family. So I've always been one. I didn't want my next child to take away from the children I already had. And so we had to buy a house before I would have another kid. And then I have my baby Nee. He is 2 and he is amazing.
Aww.
But yes.
Nice.
So it's
a lovely story.
Beautiful. Yes.
What about in these real estate streets? So we're talking 2024, 6.5% to 7.5%.
Yes.
We're talking about lower inventory, higher prices. Are you still encouraging people to pursue either real estate investing or first-time home ownership? What's your thought? I know you're not a real estate agent, so full disclosure, full disclaimer.
Yes, I'm not an agent.
Giving real estate advice. We're just having a conversation that happens to involve real estate. What's
correct. So my thoughts are you still need to go buy a house because you are paying someone's mortgage anyway. If you're renting, you're paying a mortgage. It's just not yours. So you don't have equity. You can't pull from that. You can't use it to help you grow your business. You can't use this asset to then, make asset babies and have other rental properties all over the place. You can't do anything because you're putting money in someone else's pocket to pay off their mortgage. And their mortgage may be paid off. So you're just helping them to go on vacation with their kids or to put their kids through private school. So it's up to you how you want to spend your money. But I know people that are renting out places for $2,000 plus a month and it's an apartment and it's small and they are cramped with their families.
They can't even paint. They got to ask somebody.
Exactly.
To change the doorknob.
Exactly. Like, what are we doing here? So
no judgment. I promise, no judgment. But that's so true. Mm-hmm. That's so true. If you're gonna spend the $2,000 anyway,
might as well.
Yeah.
And if you're going to be cramped, at least be cramped in your own place that you can flip, remodel, and make into your own. So that means that you can't buy what you could have bought 3 years ago today. And I had to pay $20,000 over asking for my house. So it was not fun. It was a great time to sell. It was not a good time to buy. So,
if you've just tuned in, Blair Durham with Black Wall Street Today here, talking with Bree Smith, CPA, wealth strategist. We're now talking about real estate. Bree is not a realtor, but Bree is a real estate investor. So just getting her perspective on the market as it stands. And you're still saying, nope, buy a house.
Buy a house. You always need somewhere to live. And guess what? Everyone else is always going to need somewhere to live. So being able to buy a house, that is an asset that helps generate generational wealth.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that sometimes we scare away from when it's like, oh, well, the interest rates are too high. Well, we may not ever see these interest rates go down.
This might be the new normal for interest rates. Are you kidding me?
Well, actually, they used to be 13% or more. That used to be the norm.
13%?
Yes. Bro? When my grandparents were buying, when others were buying,
were really low.
Yeah. Well, see, they seemed really low to us, but they weren't really low to them at the time because they weren't. The minimum wage was much lower, like $5 or less. I don't even know. So
it's all relative. I hear you saying.
Exactly. So we have to look at it like, hey, this may actually still be low. Who knows? I mean, we got spoiled with 2%, 3% interest rates. I'm spoiled. I had the 3% interest rates. I still have a 3% interest rate, but
that's incredible.
But I'm just saying, like, we need to be in position so that even if we buy the house, guess what we can do if rates go down? Refinance.
We can refi. Yeah, we can. What is that process like? Have you gone through that process?
I did not. I chose to sell the house, but I actually wish I would have refinanced. I'm very debt averse, and so I was like, too risky.
She threw a new term at us, y'all. She's debt averse.
Yes.
That means we don't love debt.
At all. I hate it. I hate debt. So I instead sold my house, made sure all debt was paid off, bought all my furniture cash, bought my new house, and put, a good down payment. Not all of the money I had in there because I still needed some for later. But I'm against debt. So I hate debt. But I wish I actually would have took out debt to use for my down payment instead and just would have stomached that.
Because debt is leverage to a certain extent.
It is.
I remember talking with a business owner just very recently, and I was kind of looking around, business doing very, very well, but you can see things, like a little bit of debt could help you to do this. Like it could help you to scale. And I think the same thing is true personally. So I agree with you. You know, we don't need to overdo it. We don't need to subscribe to every credit card offer that we receive in the mail.
Correct.
But some debt does help us to get
further.
A little further.
It does.
I'm even a fan of like Klarna, Afterpay, all of those. Like,
I don't use those at all.
Not at all?
No, but I will allow others to if they want to use that to pay me. But I'm not going to do it. So I'm
a fan.
I'm not.
It changed my life, honestly.
It changed your life?
It has changed my life. So when I go into, and this is a personal story, when I go into IKEA and I need to get a few different things, I'm like, okay, cool. I have the strategy mapped out in my head. I'll be done with this by the end of next month. Okay, cool. I can work it out. And I get to the register, and the lady always says the same thing. She's like, you're the only one that I have ever seen successfully use Afterpay in the store. I'm like, no, because I have a relationship with Afterpay. But I did learn that if you're looking to buy a house, they can see all of that. That Klarna and Afterpay stuff could actually slow down the process of getting the closing.
See,
which is crazy because they know it's debt.
Yeah, they do. And what I'm a fan of is 0% APR credit cards.
Well, Klarna,
so that's pretty much like 0%. That. Well, that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
If it charged interest, we'd be having a whole different conversation.
Okay, see.
But 0%.
Oh, well then.
There are no fees associated. No fees.
I still probably won't use it for myself, but now I do like it for others.
Yeah, you know.
Just me personally. Yeah, but 0% APRs definitely helped me when I bought my first house. I got a couple of 0% APR credit cards to furnish that house, put whatever else I needed into it, and then I paid it off within the 12 months or the 18 months that it gave me. So I always use 0% APR. I did not pay any interest whatsoever until I went full-time in these entrepreneurial streets. But before then, I never paid interest in my entire adult life.
Wisdom. I think that's wisdom. Yeah. I love that, actually.
Big ups to my grandparents.
Yes, teaching us what we need to know. We've got just a couple of minutes remaining. I think for me, the big focus is making sure folks that want to reach out to you can do that. So if you would highlight again your website, your social media handles, if you want to kind of review what you got going on for this week, just letting folks know that they need to plug in, that would be awesome.
Yes, so you can find me on social media at Bree Smith CPA on all platforms. But please go to my website, bdsmithfinancial.com. B as in Bree, D as in David, smithfinancial.com to sign up for the Position to Prosper Challenge. So go to bdsmithfinancial.com/P, the number 2P challenge. I look forward to being able to help you guys this week. It's starting on tomorrow on Monday, the 12th. We're going to be diving into how to handle your finances with biblical principles so that you can learn how to win with money God's way.
I want to highlight as well, Bree Smith is an amazing consultant for one of Black Brand's programs, B-Force Accelerator. And within that program, it is at no cost to you. I'm still thinking through that. Are we really offering this program for free? We are. You're able to not only attend workshops, get together with a cohort, build some relationships. You're also able to work one-on-one with a group of accountants. And in the event that you need accounting help, maybe you need help understanding QuickBooks, maybe you've got some reconciliations that need to be done, maybe you've got some back taxes that need to be filed, maybe you are ready to put together your pro forma financial statement so you can go to the bank for a loan for your company. These are the types of services that Bree provides at no cost to folks going through B-Force. We're coming up on another info session season for B-Force Accelerator. Visit our website, blackbrand.biz, learn more about the program, figure out if it makes sense for you to be a part of it. You could be working with Bree for free.
B-Force changes lives. Black Brand changes lives for real.
We're trying out here.
But it changes lives. It really does.
I appreciate that. It's a labor of love. I really believe in entrepreneurship. National Black Business Month. Entrepreneurship changes lives, right? And so if we're able to get more people positioned for success in business, how could we not see a culture that's just a little bit better?
Oh, it's a lot better.
Right.
I see us a lot better, especially at Black Brand. I mean, it's love. It's all love. It's great people.
And we work hard and we're getting things done.
Yes. It's no fluff. We're knocking it out.
Yeah, I believe that. Bree, I appreciate you being on the show today.
Thank
you. Are a wealth of all things, information. Y'all should see her. She is like bright and glowing and just a joy to work with. So thank you for all you're doing. bdsmithfinancial.com/P2P.
Yes, P, the number 2P challenge.
Yeah, get on that. Get on that. Again, we're celebrating all month long here at Black Wall Street today. It's National Black Business Month. You want to tune in so you can be inspired, so you can be informed, so you can be made aware of perhaps some of your next steps. Folks you need to get connected with. Again, this month we've got probably 6 or 7 different events happening within Black Brand. Would love to see you at our Women in Equity Forum. Would love to see you at our Stash Symposium. These are free and low-cost events that you can access by visiting our website at blackbrand.biz. Would love to have you join Black Brand as a member. We are coming up on 8 years old. We'll celebrate our 8th anniversary September 22nd. It's never been a better time to be a part of what we're doing with the organization. With that, I want to thank you for tuning in to Black Wall Street today, where we're building minds, building connections, and forging the path ahead toward business success in the Black community. That is what Black Wall Street today is all about. We are your premier media hub for all things business, research and analytics, networking, and development. We're a function of Black Brand, your region's Black Chamber of Commerce. I urge you for sure to visit our website, blackbrand.biz, where you can learn more about programs, memberships, opportunities for you to start businesses, scale businesses, engage with other professionals, like-minded individuals who are on a journey to advance themselves, to grow wealth, to do all of the things as it relates to their career. So again, blackbrand.biz.
It's all love. It's all love.
Phenomenal. Stay with us online at Black Wall Street Today on Facebook and Black Wall Street Today on Instagram. And then follow us on Twitter as well at BWS Today. We look forward to talking again next week. Have a wonderful week. I have said and I will continue to say that the most important priority for the Black community is the Black community, not a particular political party. Phenomenal.
Hey, yo, when I say Black, you say Wall Street. Black Wall Street. When I say Black, you say Wall Street.